Hello everyone. Hope you all are good and hope that you have studied properly the previous lecture. We have started with chapter 2 from part 2, which is accounting for debentures. Once we have finished chapter 1 from part 2, which was accounting for share capital, and the next chapter that we have started is accounting for debentures from part 2 itself, and very next to accounting for share capital. I have taken 2 lectures so far for this chapter, and I've explained journal entries for issue of debentures. I have explained meaning of debentures. We have also discussed about its weightage, etc., etc. And I have been mentioning all the time that the chapter is nearly similar to accounting for share capital. We have also compared journal entries in first lecture of this chapter. And in the last lecture, we have done illustration 5 and 6. And I have given the sums of similar kind from exercise for this. So, hope that you are making good efforts to solve all the sums that are given to you in from exercise. And in case if you have any doubts, you can please write in the comment section. So let us see what is the topic that we have taken for today. All right, and it says issue of debentures for consideration other than cash. They say, like shares, debentures are also sometimes issued for consideration other than cash. Let us first of all understand what is the meaning of issue of debentures or shares for consideration other than cash. Now, if you know well that whenever a person wants to purchase shares or if a person wants to purchase debentures, the person needs to pay via bank. Yes, that is ultimately payment. Yes, an amount is involved. But sometimes debentures and shares are issued for consideration other than cash. That means, except for cash, some other things are given. It can be an asset. Yes, they have explained the related journal entries below with the same topic. So they say, for example, the issue of debentures to vendor against the purchase of assets like land and building, plant and machinery, etc. That is, that you will purchase some sort of asset and in return you will give them debentures. Yes. Similarly, issue of debentures to vendors against purchase consideration at the time of purchase of business. Debentures can be issued to vendors at par, premium, or at discount. So this topic is explained well in the following journal entry. So let us read the same. Following entries will be passed for this purpose. At the time of purchase of any business, see, whenever any business is purchased, purchase consideration is to be given. That is the amount for purchase of business and given is purchase consideration. Yes. And the journal entry for which says assets account debit to liabilities to vendors account. This simply means that all the assets are taken over, all the liabilities are accepted, and remaining amount of purchase consideration is considered. Yes. Secondly, vendors account debit to debentures account. The amount of purchase consideration that is to be paid, instead of that, debentures are given to the vendor. And further they say that when any asset is purchased, in case you purchase any asset and in return you are going to give debentures, then what is the journal entry? Firstly, the journal entry for purchase of an asset. Asset comes in, asset account debit to vendor's account. This is the party from whom assets have been purchased. Yes. Now you have purchased an asset, you obviously need to pay for the same. Yes. So instead of making a payment in cash, you have given debentures of same amount. Yes, that this can also be possible. And this is a part of purchase of debentures in consideration other than cash. Whenever debentures are issued, an amount is received. But here the case is different. They say the asset has been purchased and in return debentures are given. Yes? So instead of making payment in cash, debentures are given. Yeah? Let us see an illustration based on this concept. Illustration 8, which is given on page number 79. This is the most important illustration, and we also have a sum of similar kind in your exercise. And both of these are very important from this chapter. Mansi Limited purchased machinery worth rupees 6 lakh from Suman Manufacturing Limited on 1/12/17. Rupees 2 lakh were paid immediately and the balance was paid by issue of 3,70,000 11% debentures in Mansi Limited. Let us solve the question till now. I'll repeat it. Mansi Limited purchased machinery worth rupees 6 lakh. So the very first journal entry you can see is about purchase of machine. Machine account debit to Suman Manufacturing Limited. Mansi Limited has purchased machine from Suman Manufacturing Limited. So machine comes in, machine account debit, debit what comes in. Suman Manufacturing Limited account is giver. Credit the giver. Yes? Now, out of 6 lakh, 2 lakh is paid immediately. So 2 lakh is paid. So on 1st of December, 2 lakh is paid to whom? To the party from whom machine is purchased. And from whom it is purchased? It is purchased from Suman Manufacturing Limited. So Suman Manufacturing Limited account debit 2 lakh is receiver and bank is the giver. Yes, 2 lakh is a big amount and the payment is from bank for purchase of an asset. See, first journal entry is about purchase of an asset worth rupees 6 lakh. Second journal entry is about the payment that is made immediately. 2 lakh, of course, to Suman Manufacturing Limited. So how much amount is left to be paid? 4 lakh. Of course, a machine is of rupees 6 lakh. 2 lakh is paid immediately. So how much is remaining? 4 lakh. And how that 4 lakh is settled? See, the balance was paid by issue of 3,70,000 11% debentures. You are supposed to pay 4 lakh rupees to Suman Manufacturing Limited. But instead of that, you have given debentures of rupees 3,70,000 only, and that the company has accepted. This simply means that the company has purchased debentures of rupees 3,70,000 for 4 lakh. Yes, so the extra amount is of course of premium. You can consider the face value of debentures in context with 3,70,000 debentures. I repeat that 4 lakh rupees are to be given to Suman Manufacturing Limited. And instead of that, Suman Manufacturing Limited has accepted debentures of rupees 3,70,000 for the dues of 4 lakh. Yes. So simply speaking, indirectly, Suman Manufacturing Limited has purchased debentures of Mansi Limited for rupees 4 lakh. Actually, the debentures are of rupees 3,70,000, but it is purchased for 4 lakh indirectly. So that 30,000 extra is for securities premium reserve account. Alright? And further the question says, if the balance will be paid by issue of rupees 4,20,000 11% debentures by Mansi Limited, then how to write journal entry for this? So now they are talking about the second option for payment of 4 lakh rupees to Suman Manufacturing Limited by Mansi Manufacturing Limited. 4 lakh rupees is to be paid to Suman Manufacturing Limited. First case says that Suman Manufacturing Limited accepts the debentures of rupees 3,70,000 against the dues of 4 lakhs. So the extra amount is of premium. Now we are giving debentures of rupees 4,20,000 for the payment of 4 lakh. This simply means that Mansi Manufacturing Limited, Mansi Limited has issued the debentures of rupees 4,20,000 at a price of 4 lakh to Suman Manufacturing Limited. That means Mansi Limited has given a discount of rupees 20,000 to Suman Manufacturing Limited. Indirectly, Mansi Limited is selling debentures to Suman Manufacturing Limited. Debentures are of rupees 4,20,000 and they are given at rupees 4 lakh to Mansi Manufacturing Limited. So this is discount given by Mansi Limited, and discount is always debited, be it a expense of the company. So the journal entry says Suman Manufacturing Limited account debit 4 lakh. Discount account debit 20,000 to 11% debenture account 4,20,000. Alright. Further, yes, so here we finished this illustration. It was short, and we also have a sum of similar kind in your exercise that I'll mention at the end of this lecture, and you will do the same in homework. Now moving towards a new topic, which is given on page number 85. And it says accounting effects at the time of issue of redeemable debentures. Firstly, what is issue of debentures? You know that very well. The way you issue shares, the way a company issues shares is the way a company will issue debentures. Yes? So, redeemable debentures, if we are talking about, that means the amount of debentures is to be returned. Yes. So, for that, different conditions are given and different journal entries are given. When debentures are to be redeemed at par, see, the debentures have been issued. It is not mentioned that debenture has been issued at par, discount or premium. But we are talking about redemption. That they are to be returned at par. Then what is going to be the journal entry for this? This journal entry, this chart starts from page number 85 in your textbook and continues on page number 86. Yes? 3 different cases have been presented that we are going to understand. Okay, the first condition. When debentures are issued at par and redeemable at par. What is par? It is face value. Say for example, the face value of debenture is rupees 100. The debenture is issued at rupees 100 and also you are going to return 100 rupees to the debenture holder. Yes, that means a debenture holder will purchase debenture for rupees 100. That means he will give 100 rupees to the company, and after predetermined time, the company will return those 100 rupees to the debenture holder. Yes, this is said issue of debentures at par and redeemable at par. मतलब company 100 rupees debenture holders से मंगवाएगी और उनको वापस भी 100 rupees किए जाएंगे. Alright? So entry at the time of issue. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment. This is not new. Second, for the transfer of amount to debenture account. Entry at the time of redemption. Now this is new. Debenture account debit to debenture holders account. See, debenture account is closed. Debenture holders are the creditors of the company and hence they have been credited in this journal entry. That the amount of debenture is now payable to debenture holders. Yes? And finally, entry at the time of debenture holders are paid. Actually, when the amount is paid to debenture holders. So, debenture holders account debit. Why? Because the payment is made now and their account is closed, and hence a reverse effect is given. So debenture holders account debit, of course, bank is the giver to bank account. Yes, the payment is from bank is giver, credit the giver. All right. So this was first case, first condition, issued at par, redeemable at par. You need to learn these journal entries anyhow for solving sums ahead. Let us see the second case. When debentures are issued at premium and redeemable at par. Now a simple example that I can give for this explanation is a debenture of rupees 100 is issued at rupees 130. That means 30 rupees premium. And redeemable at par, that means 130 is the issue price and 100 rupees is the price at the time of redemption. मतलब डिबेंचर होल्डर से 130 रुपीज मंगवाए जाएंगे और उनको रिटर्न कितने किए जाएंगे 100. So entry at the time of issue, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment. Second journal entry, the amount of debenture will be debenture application and allotment transferred to debenture account, and obviously the extra 30 rupees that is to be transferred to securities premium reserve account. We have understood this topic in the previous lecture, and entry at the time of redemption is similar to first case, both the journal entries. So I'm not repeating. Let us see the third condition. When debentures are issued at discount and redeemable at par. This simply means a debenture of rupees 100 is issued at rupees 90. मतलब debenture holder से मंगवाए जाएंगे 90 rupees. I mean, debenture holder will purchase debenture of the company at rupees 90. And after some time or after 2 years, 3 years, whatever the time period is of debentures, the company will return 100 rupees for the same. So these are different conditions for issue of debentures and redemption of debentures. Yes? So journal entry for issue of this, the third condition I am reading. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. This journal entry is common in all the three cases. Then debenture application allotment account debit, discount on debenture account debit to debenture account. The discount is only new thing here. Previous to this, we have credited securities premium that we also used to credit in chapter 1. So that's not new. The only new thing in the entire concept is discount. Discount is an expense and hence it is debited. It's just that simple. And the remaining two journal entries for redemption remains same. So I will obviously not repeat it again. So what you're supposed to do is that you will learn the journal entries for all these three conditions compulsory anyhow. Alright, right now we are doing a sum based on this journal entries, which is illustration 12 and quite interesting. All the three cases have been presented here. The one that we have learned, the journal entries that we have understood right now. On the basis of same, there are three conditions given. Yeah? Okay. So I'm reading the question. Illustration 12. Write the journal entries only for the issue of debentures from the following transactions without narration. You are not supposed to write narration. You are not supposed to write the journal entry for redemption of debentures. That means this journal entries, I mean the third column and fourth column. These journal entries are for redemption and the second column is for issue. You are supposed to write the journal entry only for issue of debentures. Yes, you should always try to understand the question first and only then you will start writing your answer. So they are asking you to write down the journal entry only for issue of debentures. Okay. Let us read the first condition. Issued 5,000 10% debentures of rupees 100 each at par. Redeemable also at par. A company has issued debentures, 5,000 debentures, which is of rupees 100, each at par. This simply means that 100 वाला डिबेंचर 100 रुपीस में ही इश्यू हुआ है. And also 100 rupees will be redeemed, will be returned. Let us see the journal entry for this. Yes, journal of company. First case, debentures issued at a price of rupees 100 each, redeemable at rupees 100 each. The first journal entry, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. 5,000 debentures of 100 rupees each. That gives you 5 lakh rupees. Now the amount of debenture application and allotment obviously is to be transferred to debenture account. Yes. So debenture application and allotment account debit to 10% debenture account. Just the way you transfer the amount of share application, share allotment, share first call, share final call to share capital account. Similarly, the amount of debenture application and allotment is to be transferred to debenture account. Debenture is a liability of the company, non-current liability. This I have always mentioned from the very first lecture itself. So the second journal entry says debenture application and allotment account debit to 10% debenture account. 5 lakh again. We are writing only 2 journal entries here. We are not writing the journal entry for redemption because they have clearly instructed in the question that you are not supposed to write the journal entries for redemption of the debentures. This is just the condition that they have presented, that this is this type of debenture, that it is issued for rupees 100 and also 100 rupees are to be returned. Yes? Okay, let us read the second case. Issued 5,000 10% debentures of rupees 100 each at a discount of 5%, redeemable at par. Yes? A company has issued 5,000 10% debentures of rupees 100 each. What is 5% for 100? 5 rupees. So, the company will issue a debenture at rupees 95. Yes? So, and the company will return 100 rupees to the debenture holders. Let us check the journal entries for this. Debentures issued at rupees 95 and redeemable at 100. Obviously, if a company will issue debenture at rupees 95, then obviously 95 rupees are received on 5,000 debentures. The first journal entry, bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. 5,000 debentures, each at rupees 95. So 95 rupees are received on 5,000 debentures instead of 100 rupees, which is 4,75,000 rupees. Alright. Now, the amount is to be transferred to debenture. But a debenture is of rupees 100. It was only issued at rupees 95. Liability is created of rupees 100 itself because it is clearly mentioned in the case that it is redeemable at rupees 100 each. Yes? It is issued for rupees 95, no doubt. But it is to be returned at rupees 100. तो लाइबिलिटी कंपनी की जो क्रिएट हो रही है वो 100 रुपीज के हिसाब से क्रिएट हो रही है. Yes? So the second journal entry for this, debenture application and allotment account debit, 4,75,000 rupees. Then the discount that a company has given, discount is to be debited because it is the expense of the company. So discount on debenture account debit, how much is the discount given? 5 rupees on 5,000 debentures. So discount on debenture account debit 25,000. To debenture account 5 lakh rupees. Alright, so a liability of 5 lakh rupees is created 100 के हिसाब से. Next and the last case, issued 5,000 10% debentures of 100 each at a premium of 8%, redeemable at par. The company has issued 5,000 debentures. One debenture is of rupees 100 and it is issued at a premium of 8%. What is 8% of rupees 100? 8 rupees, of course. So 108 is the issue price and are redeemable at par. 108 में परचेज किया जाएगा और रिटर्न कितने किए जाएंगे? 100 rupees. So let us see the journal entry for that. Okay, third case. First journal entry, of course, is similar. Bank account debit to debenture application and allotment account. 5,000 into 108. See, you have issued debenture for rupees 108 and hence 108 is considered here. In second case, you have issued at rupees 95. So 95 is considered here. In first case, you have issued at rupees 100 and hence 100 rupees is considered here. You always split it in the second journal entry, even if it is discount or it is premium. Okay? So now talking about the second journal entry, which includes 100 rupees of debenture and 8 rupees of premium. And as I said, that the amount received with debentures for premium is to be separately credited to securities premium reserve account. This we have understood in previous lecture very well while understanding the concept of issue of debentures at premium. So the second journal entry, debenture application and allotment account debit 5,40,000 to 10% debenture account 5 lakh to securities premium reserve account 40,000. 5,000 into 8 and about debenture 5,000 into 100. Yes? See, the chart that we have understood, this one. This is issued at par, redeemable at par. Issued at premium, redeemable at par. Issued at discount, redeemable at par. All these three cases have been covered in illustration 12. The 3 points given, the 3 cases given here. But the only thing is that they have not asked us the journal entry for redemption of debentures. But in case if they might have asked us, then what is the result? So it is presented here. In the above 3 situations, the journal entries for redemption of debentures and payment to debenture holders will be passed same as under. They are just giving us an idea that what if they might have asked us about the redemption of debentures, about the journal entries for redemption of debentures. So the journal entries for redemption of debentures is going to be same in all the 3 cases. That is 10% debentures account debit to debenture holders account. Debenture holders are the creditors of the company and hence debenture holders account has been credited and debentures account is debited because it is a liability of company and debentures account is closed. 5 lakh rupees. In all the 3 cases, rupees 100 is to be returned on 5,000 debentures. That simply means 5,000 into 100. So these 2 journal entries remain common for redemption of debentures in all the 3 cases. 10% debentures account debit to debenture holders account. This is the journal entry for payment. 5 lakh rupees is to be paid. Paid to whom? To debenture holders. And when actually the payment is made, the journal entry is debenture holders account debit to bank account. And this completes our illustration. So let us see what is your homework for today. Of course, illustration 8 and 12 that we have done. And illustration 8 is given on page number 79 and illustration 12 is given on page number, let me just tell you so this becomes easy for you. Yes, it is on page number 88 in your textbook. And sum number 11 and 15 of similar kind from exercise which are given on page number 113 and 114 respectively. So that's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow in the next lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe and study well.